Alright, so it's going to be episode 20. I just got a new microphone, so this is going to be trying that out. So hopefully it works out good. I'm a little like, gotta mess with the settings all over again and whatnot, but that's okay. Hopefully turns out good, and I don't know, it'll just be kind of part of it, experimenting with it to see what I can get to work and not work and whatever. So I forget exactly what I was doing the last episode. I think the last episode was a lot of like maintenance on the base. This one, I'm going to continue that. I'm going to go up and grab more of these, start putting the, those everywhere, periodically be putting down blueprints to upgrade these. I'm going to do that like every episode probably until the whole base is like fully upgraded. But right now I'm going to get more steel going because that was kind of waning, and I think we were just about to do that as well. So now that I have bots, this is going to go a lot quicker. I don't have to place each one of those. I just copy this, paste it, and then same thing, paste, flip it around however I want. There we go. And then I can just copy this again, go down, paste it again, and paste it again. So the bots really help with, you know, how long stuff takes to do and whatnot later on. It's pretty nice, and it's very hard to go back and like play the game without them, play the early parts of the game when you're so used to like, you know, playing a certain way once you have bots. So this one's gonna go up here. I'm still using yellow belts for this. I just don't have red belts like producing in mass just yet. I know I was supposed to kind of get that going, but I just did like a basic setup for them. I just have one machine making them right now. Before I get to, I might do blue belts before I start going to other planets and whatnot. But once we go to Volcanus, we can get something that really helps making belts, and so that's probably when, once I get those things, I'll probably start making belts like that in mass, especially if I'm gonna like take this to like a mega base, which was one of my goals. But yeah, so we got more mining drills set up. We're tapping like all almost, well, there's still a little bit here. We're tapping most of the resources right here that we got. For stone, we're gonna have to start venturing out into the wilderness a bit here soon, but for now this should be good. So that, I'm just gonna let all that go up and do its thing. Let's upgrade these. Shift space. There we go. Not shift space. Shift and control. Oops. Shift and control lets you place something over something else. Oh, that's gonna, oh my god. Undo, undo. Okay. So copy this. We're gonna upgrade those. Shift control. And there's 4 of them. Copy again. I'm just trying to, oh. Ah! Redo. Is there a redo button? There's an undo button. There we go. Okay. Copy this. Shift control, force it. And then copy 8 of them. Shift control, force it. It doesn't let you put like a blueprint over something that's already there. Like it'll be red because I can't put a blueprint for this here because there's a belt there. But if I do shift and control, it'll force me to put it there. So that's what I was doing. By like forcing it. That's what I meant. All right, so we're gonna copy this again, and it won't put those there because those furnaces are there. But shift control, and we force it to upgrade. I could also do the upgrade planner, but whatever. So now these are twice as fast. These belts aren't going to keep up, so none of these are going to get or because it's not getting saturated. So this might look kind of ugly, but this is how I do it. So we're gonna go halfway down to like right here. Oops. Do it from this side. Right to like right here. So this belt on the left is gonna saturate all of these. It's only gonna have to go this many down. Then I'll do this one going in right here. This will saturate this one up here going in right here. This will saturate the top one. And the same thing over here, like so. And actually, hold on, I want to look at something. If I do this, there we go. I don't know if the splitter on that side's like necessary for what I'm doing, which is just smashing like a full belt onto a half belt. Because it was going to like balance it between them or whatever. I don't think it matters that much, but yeah, this is the solution I have to get more saturation. Of course, like the obvious actual thing you should do is get red belts, because then it'll move faster. Like red belts getting this through would make sure this is all fully saturated. Which I suppose I can do. Let's see. I need a lot because I got to take, if I do red belts here, then I got to do red belts all the way back to the mining drills and whatnot. But I don't know. I think for now that's probably fine. We have 4 full belts going into 4 half belts smelting steel, so it's going to be a little bit more than what was there. Not perfect, but like everything, it works for now. It's a work in progress. So power's doing good. We're using about half of it. And I just realized I haven't really researched something in a while. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to get rid of all those because I'm going to start not using these anymore. So let me stand next to this. So I'm in the orange zone. So these logistic bots come and grab everything. And I've had these on auto researching, I guess. I queued up a bunch of stuff. Blue science is a little behind. Red science is a little behind. And I think all the stuff where science is kind of struggling is going to be limited by the production speed of these. So I can just upgrade all this. It's going to come with upgrading the base. Obviously, to make these faster, I'll need red belts and whatnot, but I'm going to slowly do that. I think I'm going to do something now that I was talking about in a previous video. But I want to set up my logistics. So basically my personal logistics, I turn it on. This is going to say everything that I put in here. I'll just demonstrate. Okay, so something I never want in my inventory. I never want wood. So I'm setting a thing that says right now they're going to bring me 100 wood. I'm going to change the value to 0. So I want to always have 0 wood in my inventory. Never want wood. I don't want base materials. Same thing for base stone. Never want that in my inventory. Same thing for any ores. Don't want that. Coal, maybe I'll leave because maybe I'm like grabbing coal to like fuel a car or something. But all these base resources, I don't ever want these in my inventory. So if I get them in my inventory, I have the filter set to 0. It'll automatically move it to the trash. And I'm going to do the same for iron. No, because I might want to handcraft some stuff for now. But eventually I will make it to where maybe iron, copper, steel, because I don't want to get in the habit of like handcrafting, right? I want everything automated. So now if we look at that, so I'll run over and chop down this tree. I know I don't have to run it all the way over here, but just so you can see it. So I'm going to chop this tree down. And the wood went directly into my trash slot. So they got rid of it. Because I have this set to 0, I don't ever want wood clogging up my inventory. Anytime I pick it up, it's going to be sent to trash. Then if I'm in network, bots will grab it and go put it in some storage somewhere. So this is all the things I don't want up here. Name that like, don't want. And I don't usually name these, but I'll do it just since I'm like making a video. It'll kind of make it, it'll show you more what I'm doing. For these, I am still using yellow belts a lot, but I want to get to where I'm using red belts more. So I'm gonna say, I want 0 yellow belts in my inventory, because we're getting to the new stuff. We're gonna say 0 and 0 yellow undergrounds, 0 and 0 yellow splitters. So we don't want that stuff. Now, anytime I pick any of those up, when I start upgrading, they're gonna be moved to trash immediately, because we don't want that. We want the upgraded stuff. Let me see. Also, while I'm thinking about this, I'm just gonna make a few more of these, like this and like this, because we just do not have enough gears. These things chug gears. Oh, I don't have any belts in my inventory. Let's see. Set these in a second. But power this up, this one and this one. Okay, we're making more gears, so we're making more belts. So I don't want any of the basic stuff. We're upgrading, we're moving on to better things. Same thing with yellow inserters. Don't want any of those. Anytime I upgrade an inserter by placing a blue one onto a yellow one now, like if I look over here at these pipes, I'm going to place this blue inserter, yellow one gets thrown directly into trash, so it's not clogging it up. And I'm going to say the same thing with wooden power poles. Don't ever want those. So I realize now I'm doing the exact same thing I did up there. Whatever. Old chests, don't want any of those. Steel chests, don't want those. They're either going to be red or yellow ones. Old furnaces, don't want those. Old assembling machines, don't want those. Okay, so those are all the things we're going to start upgrading. So as we upgrade, we're going to place down over these old things. And these old things are going to be put in my inventory and then promptly taken out. So things we do want brought to us. So I want to keep about 1,000 red belts on me. And the way this works is you're telling it you want at least 1,000 up to infinite. So if I grab more than 1,000, if I grab 1,100, that's fine. If you want to have only 1,000, you can say 1,000 to 1,000, make it the same number. So you only will keep whatever you put like into it, like this number to this number, you'll only keep that many. You'll never have more than that. So if you pick up more, it'll get rid of it. But I mean, I don't care if I get a little bit more. If I'm like, you know, hey, I need a ton of belts, I'm gonna grab a ton of them. I don't know how to undo it from this now. Yeah, I don't know how to undo it and put it back to infinite. There we go. Guess I could type it out, INF dot. But I'm okay with having a little bit more. It doesn't hurt to have more of these because you're always going to need these. These, I'm going to have maybe 3 stacks. And these 2 stacks. You can see how many's in a stack by hovering over it. This takes some time to set up, but like the first time, and you can adjust it as you go. But it's like super important because then anytime you're standing in an orange area, bots will just bring you back stuff. So a lot of times you've been seeing me, I'm like, oh, I got to go get more of this stuff. But if you set this filter up and you get bots going, as long as you're in here, they're going to keep bringing you the stuff so that you have, you know, what you set it up to bring. So let's see, storage tanks. I want a stack. Just 1 stack. I don't want more than that. So I'm going to set those to the same number. Power poles, medium electric poles. See, I only have 21 in my inventory, so I need about 4 stacks of those at all times, I think. I'm okay with getting more. Big electric poles, we'll say 2 stacks of those. Red inserters, we'll say 3 stacks is good. Blue inserters, we'll do 4 stacks is good. Pipes, I want they'll stack to 100, I think. So 300, 3 stacks is good. Underground pipes, we'll do 3 stacks as well. Those only stack to 50, so we'll say 150. And you can see now, like, my inventory is filling up because they're bringing me all the things. I got to be careful and let it kind of equalize out because I might get too crazy with it and not have enough space in my inventory for all these things. And you just never want a full inventory because you're always going to need to, like, pick stuff up. So if you have a full inventory, you won't be able to grab anything. But let's see. Pumps. And I'm going to real quickly do a upgrade planner. Just so it's doing it. So anything I was putting in an iron chest or a steel chest, I want to upgrade that to a passive provider chest so that robots can grab from it. So I'm going to throw down this thing over all the stuff up here. So now anything, I don't know where it put those at, but there was 4 of them. So now any of the ones that were old chests where they can't grab out of, they're being upgraded into these red ones. So I'm going to want, let's say 100 pumps. I want probably 200 mining drills because I'm always tapping into new things, and that'll change eventually, but for now. I want 20 roboports so I can be stacking those like crazy. I want to keep a stack of these red chests and a stack of these yellow chests. And I also want to keep right now 10 construction bots at least. So I'm going to leave that open if in case I want to grab more. But if I get too many, like say I have accidentally thrown these into the thing, now I don't have any robots for my personal roboport. Now they're going to go grab some from this chest and bring me some so that I have 10. Because now my personal roboport won't work because I have no more robots in my inventory. So I want to keep at least 10 of those at all times. Boilers I don't need right now. These old mining drills I don't need. Offshore pumps, I want to keep a stack of those at all times because I'm always tapping into new sources that need that. I'm just going down the line here looking at all the things I have. And I missed a couple. Lights, I'll keep a stack of lights on me. Repair packs, I'll keep, where did these go? Right here. These stack to 100, so I'm going to keep 1 stack of repair packs on me. Let's see, these pump jacks, the green ones, I'll keep a stack on me. I think when you click on something, it defaults to its normal stack size. Yeah, it does. We're going to start upgrading furnaces, so I'm going to request these steel furnaces. I'll do 4 stacks because we got to get all these old stone furnaces out in with the new ones to keep up with our new belt speed. Assembling machines, I'm gonna keep 100 of those on me at all times. Let's see, oil refineries, I'll do 20 for now, and chemical plants we use more, so I'll keep 30. What else? What else? I'll add to this later because like these, I'm going to want to keep some of these, but we're not making those yet. These, I'm going to want to keep some because bulk inserters are like these inserters, fast inserters, but they grab multiple items at a time. So they're just better. I'll probably want concrete as I go later, trains, whatever. But for now, we're not making any of that stuff. Yeah, this is pretty good for now. Maybe like some ammo. I'll keep like 500 ammo on me. And then I think it's going to include this one here, my hotbar. 2 stacks of turrets. So I'll do 100. And look at that. Now my inventory is full of items. I didn't have to go grab them because my robots just came and brought them to me. And yeah, like the roboports, see? Now I have 20 roboports. I can keep putting these down. So I think for the last few minutes of this episode, I'm going to do some more base maintenance. Just do things like expanding the roboport coverage, grabbing more red belts and upgrading that stuff. And yeah, I think I had somebody ask why I put my robots that I'm building into a chest instead of straight into the network. And I thought about it. So I used to just put as many robots as I possibly could in the network, but you got to be careful with that because it does add to the power drain. Having to recharge roboports, like right here, you saw the power spiked because all my logistic bots were going crazy. They were all charging because they were all going to grab stuff. So if I have like 10,000 robots on the network, and they all, I say build this big thing, and they all activate at once, I could spike the power and screw everything up, because they're all gonna, need to charge at one time. I want to grab some of these too while I'm here. But yeah, so I guess that's why I do it. And I know you can set certain conditions. The other reason I do it like this, where it's in a chest, one, like I was saying, it's just more controlled. So like as I go, right now I'm looking at it. Okay, I have 200 logistics, 230 construction in the network. Oh, these are full. That's crazy. And like I can periodically, I'll say, you know what? I'll move it up to 500. I think my power network can live with 500 of each. So logistic bots, I'm gonna grab 300. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just gonna woo because I like how that looks. And now we have, oh, whoops, I was looking at the wrong one. All right, now we have about 500 construction bots. Same thing I'm gonna do here. 1, 2, 300. We're gonna put all these logistic bots into the network. So now we have 500 and 500. And that's why I do it in chests, because I can periodically increment it higher and higher. You can, like, say I want to do this, right? And I'm gonna, let me slap these things onto my hotbar. You can do this and like grab them from here and put it directly in. The other reason I don't do this directly into here is because this only has this many slots for robots. So let's say this fills up with robots. I'm not adding any more. They're only going to add more into the network once these ones fly out and do something. And say I have a bunch in this tower, right? These ones go first. These ones don't leave. So I don't know. That's why I don't do it like that. I like having the control over it. I'm sure there's more like smarter ways you can do it. But usually this is what I end up doing so that when I'm off world, I can adjust this. Stop that real quick. Put those sideways. Okay, so the make red wire down here in the bottom right, I'm going to say grab this and put it in here. And this is going to work. Enable condition. Same. Oops. I don't know if I can copy paste the wire thing, but enable, disable. So this, I might have to look up how to do it. Oh, here we go. Read robot statistics. Total logistic bots is Y signal. Total construction is T. So Y and T. So for total logistics bots, I want it to read the Y signal. So we're going here, select the letter. So logistic bots right now are bound to Y. So I want this inserter right here to read the Y signal, which is the total number of logistics bots. And then this one, total construction bots, is T. So I want this one to read the T signal. And now what I've done is I want it to be equal to 500. So same thing here. Oops. Y signal for this one. But I want these inserters right now. I want about 500 bots. So these are going to work like this. This one's going to grab construction bots, put them into the network. Let me put these in a different thing just for my own sake. So these are going to read the logistics bots network, the entire available logistics and construction bots in the system. And now I can be over here. I can be on another planet. Now that I've set these circuit conditions up, If I'm like, hey, you know, I've been plopping down blueprints, upgrade stuff, whatever, and I'm not getting enough stuff done, you know, I want more bots on the network. All I have to do remotely now is zoom in right here. I can hover over this and say, okay, there's 500 logistics bots in the network. There's 576 construction bots. I want 600. So now I'm going to tell this right here, actually, I want you to go until there's 600 in the network. And it should... I don't know what. Signal T equals 600. Greater than or equal to? No. I'm going to have to look into why this doesn't work. But this is what I usually end up doing. I don't know why this isn't working. It should be, I'm telling it, read the signal T, which is the total construction bots, and then put them in here until total construction bots equals 600, which it's at 576, so it should be working. But that's the idea, basically. If I want more, I'll go in here and I'll change the number, and then they'll put more in there if I need more. Yeah, I'm not sure why this is not working. Disabled by control behavior. Yeah, I'm not sure why. I'm gonna have to look into that because there's probably something I just don't really know why. But that's the idea. This is what I usually do. I'll mess with this again after I've researched and figured out. I'm still kind of learning the logistics of this game, like, you know, signals and, like I was saying, all these things. I never use these combinators and whatever. This is basically like programming, like if-then type of stuff. I only know very basic stuff like red wire setting a condition, which that's not even working right now. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out why. Maybe if I change this to construction bot. No, because that's reading how many's in my logistics network. Reads the number of robots in the logistics network of this roboport and sends it to the circuit network. Yeah, I'm not sure why. But that's what it should be doing. Basically, I'm telling this thing to work only when there's up to 600. Once it gets to 600 on the network, it stops putting them in, and then I can adjust it remotely later. I'll mess with that and figure out why. I'm annoyed that that's not working, and I'm sure people in the comments are going to tell me why it's not working and why I'm stupid. But I'm still learning. So even after 2,000 hours in this game almost, I'm still learning, and that's fine. That's just how this game is. But yeah, so we got all of our logistics set up, our personal logistics, so things are going to start to be brought to us, which is awesome. I'm going to delete this because I don't need that one anymore. This one I'm going to continue slapping down, and maybe for the last minute of this video, I'm just going to slap down some upgrade planer on the iron belts so we get more iron going. But yeah, definitely still not perfect, but this is really just a let's play. It's not like a full tutorial. I think if I was making like a full tutorial video, then there'd be some expectation that I fully know what I'm talking about 100%, but that's okay. For now, we'll get there. But yeah. Hopefully my new mic is not too bad. That's gonna be something else I'm gonna have to just kind of play with here and there. But I felt it was time, since I'm making content, like get some quality audio stuff going. So And I wondered why my personal robots weren't building this, and it's because now that I have this logistics network connected, now the bots from way up there are going to start bringing all this stuff down and doing things, and I can do a lot more remotely, which is exciting. But yeah, so like everything, work in progress. I'm sure I'll work out the kinks with my audio, and if my mic sounds horrible, I'll figure out why and fix that. And before I film the next video, I'm definitely gonna figure out why this shit is not working, because this is irritating me. So anyways, thanks for watching, everybody that has been watching. It's been fun. I'm excited to make more videos on this. But yeah, thanks for watching.